What's up, my Creepers? Creeperplanks going on here, and welcome back to Creeperplanks Survives. This is episode 31, and I've got some exciting news. We're going to be working on the kingdom a lot this episode. I've gotten a huge build planned out, and I've also figured out what we're going to put in this area right here and what that statue in the courtyard represents. So what are we going to put here? We're going to put two graves. It'll make sense in a bit. And this statue represents a character named Evon Nidoria, and his lore is within this book. I just had an idea, and I just went for it. You can pause and read it if you would like, but I'm just gonna click through and keep talking so you can see all of this character's lore. I really like him. It's really set the tone for how this kingdom is going to be built. It's going to be very lush, it's going to be very happy, hopeful, and prominent. I want our builds to kind of reflect that as well. Over here, we have ourselves a huge cathedral. Is it as big as some other YouTubers? No. But does it fit the kingdom well? I think so. I'm going to, of course, gather up all the materials, and then we're going to just get started on building this. That should be a lot of fun. Well, as you can see from that time lapse, just the stone blocks are placed down. It took a good while, but I am super pleased with the way that this is turning out. I have, of course, built this in my creative world, but it is such a different feeling to see it come together in the survival world. I want to take a little break from this for right now because it took me 3.5 hours just to get all the stone blocks placed in. And now I have to go back through and go layer by layer and place in the wood blocks on the ceilings and everything like that. So there's a lot more work still left to do, but you can probably get a feel for how this is going to feel when we're done with it. This has to be one of my favorite builds I've done right next to the castle, and it might even beat the castle, honestly. I tried to go really gothic with it and wanted to make it somewhat expensive with the anvils. Whenever a wall felt too flat, I spent like 3 hours in my creative world trying to design it, and trying to make it look good, and I think I've achieved that. I really, really hope you all like this build as much as I do, because man, it took forever to make in creative, and it's taken forever to make in survival. While we're taking a break from this, I thought we'd work on another project, and we're going to work on that project that I was talking about earlier, the graves. So we've got the stuff in the water, which you can't really see right now, but it is there, I assure you, as well as the tree right here. So I'm going to gather up all the materials I need and really quickly build this, and then I have something I want to show you guys with this over here. Okay, and now our tree is all built up, as well as the platforms for what we are going to do. Now, you'll notice in my inventory I have a book and quill, and this is for a good reason. Whosoever holds this book, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of lore. All I have to do now is sign it. Haha! Sir, shut up. That's a bit rude of me, I'm sorry. Thank you for your generous donation. So we have these two armor stands here. What I'm thinking of doing is having them point at one another, or like try to join hands. This data pack allows you to customize armor stands, much like you can in Bedrock, except with more variety. And you're able to tell— shut the fuck! And you're able to tell stories a lot better in your world through these armor stands, which is something that I want to do in this kingdom, because it feels a little lacking without people actually walking around. Just take a look at Fisherton and how empty it feels without the armor stands there creating life and creating more movement. It's gonna be a lot to learn, but hopefully I can get these two trying to hold hands or something. Alright, this is gonna take a little bit of messing around.
A few moments later.
And there it is. There's our two characters, Yvonne and Grace, longing for one another, but never being able to be together until the afterlife. Sad. So anyway, I just put a mini stone block on their head for now, as I don't really want to use a custom player head for them, because I'd have to kill myself, and I don't know what they look like right now. So there you go. That's what we got. Those are our two statues. I have to fix this guy's leg, because I'm no expert in anatomy, but I don't think his leg is supposed to bend that way. I could be wrong though. With that small but nice distraction out of the way, we're going to get back to building the cathedral. And there it is in all of its glory. It is complete, and it looks magnificent in my opinion. It took a long time to do. It is currently 5:02 in the morning. I was just gonna do the outside of it, and then I ended up doing the interior as well, because I was just like, I'm here, I might as well. I've got nothing to do right now, and yeah, this is what it's looking like. I wanted it to be moody in here, but I still wanted it to be bright enough so mobs couldn't spawn. We have the pews, we have an upper floor, we have towers to get to the top to get to the bell tower, and then we've of course got the stage, or I don't know what this would be called for the Prius. Got a lectern for books to go, a desk for some reason, I don't know, and 2 chairs. Again, I don't know. And then some candles in the back, some candles on the walls, glow lichen lighting up the floor. I think this place came together really well. Something I want to mention, by the way, I didn't use gold for the bell or regular copper because I felt like that was too bright and kind of distracted you from the rest of the build, so I just went with exposed copper. I think that looks pretty good. And then I used a lightning rod and a iron bar in here as the little thing that makes the bell go bong. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was the main big project of this episode that I had planned out. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's always so satisfying cleaning up a shulker mess after a big project like this. I really can't wait to see what we do next in this area, because I really want this area to be open but cluttered at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, this is gonna be kind of the square of the rich district, and I want there to be like trees and market stalls and stuff like that everywhere. Okay, so I thought the rest of this episode was going to be expanding the storage room in the basement, but I think I'd rather save that for next episode or a stream. So then I thought to myself, why don't we just go ahead and lay down the pathways? And while I'd actually like to get started on that, I think it's best if I wait until I have more buildings in this area to fully fill out the area, such as over here, and of course this area back here behind this big building, and then of course the inn that's probably going to be placed right here. I really thought that the cathedral would take up more time in the episode than it actually did, and I wasn't even planning on doing this episode, but we did. So yeah, very happy with the way that everything is turning out so far. Hopefully soon we can start to get rid of these outlines of the kingdom. It's gonna take a long time to do. This kingdom was always going to be a big project, and I knew that going into it, and I still know that, but I still cannot wait, and this shulker monster needs to be cleaned up, so I'm gonna do that. I know these episodes have been getting shorter, and I honestly don't know if I like that or not, because I don't know if you guys like that or not. I really like the format that we've been doing recently with the replay mod and the Lightmatica. I really enjoy that. It's made me enjoy this series a lot and make me want to work on it non-stop. Seeing the episode come together has been a lot of fun as well, but I have to say for now, thank you all very much for watching this video. If you did like the video, be sure to leave a like if you want to, subscribe to the channel if you're not already want to. Creeperplanks gonna win. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Oh wow, that's actually really pretty from up here.